Hi, and welcome to episode 5 of Dreams of Anarchy, where I tell you what I would do if I was a dev. You know, my dreams. You never know, it might happen. Now, you might be wondering why there's a dancing chick on the image. Well, this episode is about music, Anarchy Online music. I'm talking about the in-game music that you hear when you're traveling, when you start the game, when you're in combat. This probably will sound familiar to you. It's one of the classic themes of the game. Now, when I hear it, after all this time, it still sounds good. But, of course, about 90% of the player base have turned the music off because they've heard it so many times, because they've re-rolled characters, rolled new characters, and they've been playing the game for so long that the music just becomes, well, boring, because it's the same thing over and over again. And you can't blame them. However, there is a solution to this. It's not a permanent fix, but it's something that would, I guess, improve the game a little bit, at least for a while. Remix the soundtrack. Now, there are two soundtracks. There's the soundtrack for the classic AO, and there's a soundtrack for Shadowlands. And I know this because long time ago, there actually was an online Funcom store where you could buy shirts, keychains, and the original Anarchy Online soundtrack. I have a copy of it here somewhere. Eventually, they closed it down, and during the release of Shadowlands, they gave out free promotional CDs with the soundtrack for that it was related to Shadowlands, and I have that also here somewhere. But imagine you have all these good soundtracks, all this music. This still stands. It's still good after all these years. But people have heard it so many times they just turn off the music. Also, new players will like the music for a while, but then they'll turn it off. I'm thinking maybe an option to have the music but remixed as an option, where you can download a sound pack or downloadable content, DLC, free of charge for players if they want to have a different version of the music, which wouldn't be too bad. But now here's the thing: if I was a dev, the first thing that I would think, wow, my bosses are not going to pay for this. It's music. We have a lot of other things on the list, you know, of the to-do list. A lot of things. And so what I would think, if I was a dev, would be, how can I do this that doesn't cost anything, so my process can approve it? Gridstream Productions. I would contact Gridstream Productions for the reason that they have a lot of DJs, a lot of people that know about music, they know about remixing, and not only they are pretty good at it, but they have friends in the music community that are also good at it. And I'm fairly sure that they could find few people willing to remix the Anarchy Online soundtrack, classic or Shadowlands or both, for zero. And I think Funcom would go for that. Well, of course, I don't work for them, but I'm just saying that if they were willing to reach out to Gridstream Productions or to the Anarchy Online community in general, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people willing to, you know, work on a remix, because there's a lot of people out there that love music, and gaming music included. So that's what I would do if I was a dev. I would remix the Anarchy Online soundtrack, both the classic and the Shadowlands, if I could. You know, there's a lot of good music in there. Plus the combat music is good. When you go into the clubs, the grind, the Happy Rebel, baboons. The music is not bad. It's still good. It still stands even after all these years. But a remix would be cool. And that's what I would do if I was a dev. And that's it for today. Have a great day. and make time to play Anarchy Online.